can't say this enough how much I enjoy doing this. Now, these characters were a part of my childhood and beyond. The Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Miss Elizabeth, right? WWF, but now known as WWE, World Wrestling Federation. Um, Real life partners, partners in the ring. She was his manager and all that, right? Now, I have some interesting connections here. So, and both these characters are dead, right? But so look at over here. I want you to see the Macho Man Randy Savage. Now, you see his look at his birthday, November 15. But notice again the Macho Man. Look at his birthday is November 15. And Miss Elizabeth 4 days later, November 19. You see that? Right over here. November 19, Macho Man November 15. And the Macho Man died 19 days after Miss Elizabeth, after her death anniversary. Look, she died May 1st, and then he dies May 20th. You see that right there? So look how look how synced up they are. And I mentioned Queen Elizabeth, right? Because there was he was the Macho King at one point. Remember, he went with Sherry. Sensational Sherry was his manager for a period of time. I believe he was the Macho King at that point. And then Sherry started in the ring, started attacking Macho Man after in to help him, right? Probably one of the most emotional moments in WWF history / WWE. But notice again, she died May 1st. So she died just a few weeks after Queen Elizabeth II's birthday. What are the odds of that? You see right here, look. Queen Elizabeth II, April 21st. You see that? And then Queen Miss Elizabeth dies uh less than 2 weeks after Queen Elizabeth II's birthday? So I mean, you get their birthdays. So you get again Miss Elizabeth born November 19, Macho Man November 15, and then Macho Man dies May 20th. Miss Elizabeth dies May 1st. Come on, look at that right there. I found another great connection here because Miss Elizabeth right here, she died May 1st. Now, who else was born May 1st in history? That's Gianna Bryant right here. Kobe Bryant's daughter. And she's no longer with us, right? And you see, she was born in 2006, like 26, right? And dead on the 26th day of the year. Also, Bryant equals 26 in the language. You know what? Queen equals 26. Randy equals 26, like Randy Savage. And look at the 62 in the language. Queen has 26 and 62. Okay? Now, other than Miss Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth dying on Gianna Bryant's birthday. I think Crown's got Crown as well, 62 and 26. And there may be some other, there's a lot of 26s with Queen Elizabeth II. But you want to know how and Kobe Bryant and he's obviously connected to LeBron James, right? But look at Queen Elizabeth, who's again Miss Elizabeth. Check this out. Her and Randy Savage, again, he was the Macho King, so that's kind of like King James, LeBron James, right? Look, they got married the day LeBron James was born, December 30th, 1984. Isn't that incredible? Look at that right there while I pull up LeBron. These characters are all synced up. These characters are all synced up. Look at that. December 30th, 1984. And they were married in real life. Well, supposedly. That's what they tell us, right? Well, look at that. That is the exact day LeBron King James was born. Okay? And then they divorced September 92. But look at LeBron James. Look over here on the right. December 30th, 1984. So Macho Man and Queen Elizabeth, Miss Elizabeth, marry on LeBron James the day he was born, December 30th, 1984. That's incredible. King James, right? Just can't escape the guy, man. Isn't that amazing? So, none of this stuff is a coincidence, man. November 15, May 20, November 19, May 1. How did Miss Elizabeth die? It's curious. 42. 42. Lex Luger called 911 after she stopped breathing. Hopefully you can hear that. Look, she died at 42 when LeBron James equals 42. You see that? Even Lakers equals 42 is his last team. How did the Macho Man die? Heart disease. Wow. Heart disease, Macho Man. 114 like LeBron James. Even 51 like Michael Jordan. LeBron James 114, heart disease 114. Look at that. So amazing. The Macho King. Trying to see. Oh yeah, you see right there. Look. Come on, man. All That's incredible. That's amazing, man. The Macho King, Macho Man, Randy Savage, Miss Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, and she died 2003, which is like 23. LeBron's got 23 on his jersey. Wow. So that's amazing. It is amazing, man. Like something will just pop up on my feed, and then I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then I Google something, and I'm like, oh, what are the odds of that? And then you get your decode, right? So again, all synced up with Queen Elizabeth II as well, you know, and many more. So Macho Man, Macho King, Queen Elizabeth, Miss Elizabeth. I hope you enjoyed these connections. As again, this was kind of like a part of my childhood. Um, Professional wrestling, the world stage is like this is like what the world stage is: storylines, characters getting killed off, soap opera for men. WWE, all of the wrestling organizations or sports, same thing.